What was that?
I was being muscly, muesli.
Music's. What's music's made of?
It's a silent X, is it not? Muesli.
Is it muesli? I don't know.
I thought so.
No
Yeah,
idea.
it could be that other
I thought
word.
it's like wheat, and I feel like there's
that other word
Metamucil,
I didn't know.
like that shit that you put in the fiber to help you poop. That's Metamucil, right?
I don't do that. I poop normal.
A vortex opens, a new world spins. For Rob's first slide, the game begins. Phil knows the way through parallel streams. A first timer's doubt, a super fan's dreams. We analyze the journey, we break down the feed. It's time to slide with me.
Welcome to Slide With Me, episode 3.
4.
Shit.
Episode 4. Phil's not very good at this.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
It is currently 8:33 p.m., so he's way past his bedtime, and he still has to go home after this.
The Prince of Wales is the 4th episode of the first season of Sliders.
I think of all the shows I've watched, all 4 of them, this is my favorite one. But I don't have problems with it, but I can understand where people would have problems with it.
If you're tuning in now and going, why are they doing the Prince of Wales now? I watched that other one. That's because we're doing it in the proper order, not the broadcast order.
It was important to Phil
Go look it
to
up.
do it in the proper order.
Yeah,
not
so
the
things
broadcast
actually
order.
make sense instead of going, what the thing happened.
And you know
there?
what? Part of me would like to say, like, you know what? Shut up. Who cares? But if you were to watch and I keep on going to the X-Files because the X-Files was filmed at the same time across the street from this show, you can tell. The X-Files, if you were to watch that show out of order, you're like, none of this makes any goddamn sense. But when you watch it in the correct order, it makes a whole lot more sense. The X-Files was constantly put in, it was broadcast in the order it was supposed to be.
It originally aired on April 12th, 1995. I feel old.
But that is before the other show? When was the other one? Doesn't matter.
The Sliders started off this episode in Tsunami World.
April 12th is the day before my dad's birthday. How old would he have been, 95? I don't know. I would have been 18? 17? 18? Yeah, I would have been 18.
12.
So he would have been... Oh, it doesn't matter. The point is,
Welcome
that
to
was
the
a day
show.
before his birthday. Welcome to the show.
The same world the Sliders slid into at the end of the last episode.
So they're standing on like
tower.
A tower, yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be a building. Like
initially, I thought it was a boy, but then when they do the far back shot, you're like, oh, it's a tower.
I was looking at it and I was like researching because I thought it was like swaying at first.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it's a metal buoy or something. But no, it's the top of one of the buildings.
And then Arturo's like, San Francisco is 300 meters below water, Indy. We are on the top of the tower. And everybody is clinging like crazy to this. And I don't know if you notice this, but everyone is just hanging on for dear life because they're actors, right? There's no water below them. That's not green screen, but
ocean.
No, but
they're actually there.
Yeah, that's right. They're in the middle of the ocean. It's composited. This is what I'm looking for. Underneath them, and then they've got their background. And everyone is, oh my God, we might fall in the water. And then you look over at John Rhys-Davies, and he's doing this. This guy was putting no effort into pretending that he was.
Had the good
I
placement.
loved it. I thought it was, and he's on the side. I was like, oh, I'm enjoying the shit out of this
Great grip
episode.
on his hands.
And then she says, the local inhabitants here, I don't want to get near them. And he goes, but everyone is 300 meters below sea level, indeed. There are no local inhabitants here. She goes, yes, there are. And he goes over to a CG shark. Dude, this fucking shark was right out of Sharknado.
It was a megalodon.
Was it megalodon? Oh,
I assume.
Our light went off. I didn't know it was megalodon. All I saw was a really poorly CG'd shark because
it's the TV in the 90s.
The shark is like, and I know, but it's fun to still make fun of because the shark is like half a foot below the water.
Yeah.
And it's just swimming, and there's no fucking splashing. There's no nothing there. I was like, man, CG in the 90s, unless you had $1 billion, yeah, like Jurassic Park money, it wasn't very good.
Which you didn't.
And I was like,
we will see later on.
Man, I was like, this is bad. But then they I don't know.
The timer gets to 0 after the 48 minutes that they were on this planet.
But how do they slide? I don't remember how they
aim
slide.
down.
That's what it was. That's
into
right.
the shark and jump
in.
through it.
And then they show up in what looks like Vancouver.
They slide into a fountain.
Oh, that's right. And then Rembrandt is like, "Oh, this is great. I love this." And he's laying on the ground and water's falling. Oh, I love it.
As they exit the fountain, their clothes dripping wet. The people around them politely nod and bow when they come near.
When they come near Arturo.
They slide... Okay, I said that. Wade almost gets run over by a car. The driver gets irate with her until he notices that she is with Arturo.
Also, I like how she gets out of the car and she was like, what'd she say? Like, you silly-minded boffin or something. But the intensity that this woman had when she got out of the car, dude, the intensity this dude had, who's the woman that starts yelling at her? There's a woman that starts, I can't remember. But the intensity of this person, I could have sworn it was a woman. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Maybe they were together. I remember the dude.
He gets out. I thought he was going to call her like a slag or you dumb slut. Like, he comes out angry. And I was like, whoa.
He had issues with women.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa. Like, that guy's pissed. I was sure it was a woman.
So he notices that she's with Arturo and he apologizes profusely.
That's right. It was a man because he starts apologizing.
And offers the royal suite of his hotel for them to stay in. While in the hotel, they discuss this Earth.
And don't they see Escargot, what's his name? Arturo? Don't they see him on TV?
San Francisco
I'm just going to be a mannequin so you can be like, shut up and let me read it off my teleprompter.
San Francisco is a part of the British states of America.
And this is when it starts going into the fucking history lesson. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Just fucking say that
as a kid,
Britain won the Second World War, the end. Or it's not even a Britain won the Second World War. Britain won the Second World War, and then no, it wasn't that. It was all right, read it.
As a kid, I didn't care about these things, but as an adult, I'm interested to see how things change. I know. You just want the nitty gritty. You want to get ready.
I want to get to the action, man.
I got you. Americans lost the Revolutionary War
that's what
and
it was.
are governed by the monarchy, just like us.
We were. When did Canada leave being run under the monarchy?
They're not.
I believe. When did we leave? We
didn't.
were. We didn't.
We're
we did
still
leave.
run by the monarchy.
No, we're not. I believe, and I'm sure I'm wrong in the year, but I believe it was 1972.
The Queen can still butt in and say, "Do
the
it."
Queen's fucking dead, and the King can't. The King.
I bet he could.
The King's place. Oh, and they say is a like a when you respect someone, like a what do you say that?
It's like
honorary role. Yeah.
King Thomas is missing on the battlegrounds of France.
Who's King Thomas?
A dude, an actor.
Super helpful.
Welcome to the show, Rob.
Who's that guy? My dad. What's his name? Dad.
That'd be funny if all of a sudden you said, "Yeah, my dad was an actor in the show." I'm like, "What?"
He was Jerry O'Connell.
Arturo. You just make fun of him the whole time.
He comes banging at the door.
Indy,
what are you talking about?
Who's the dude?
Prince William. What? I don't understand the question.
You just said dude. And who's King Thomas?
I was saying who he is in regards to the show. Like, why do we care about King Thomas?
Okay. I thought you were going somewhere like, oh, it's the guy that was in X-Files this one time.
No. Well, I'll get when we get to Fever. I'll talk about that one.
The sheriff of some.
So this is okay. Was it in this episode that they don't understand what Robin Hood is? Do you remember there was a discussion of Robin Hood and they don't know what the fuck Robin Hood is?
I don't think so.
Where the fuck?
Maybe I missed it.
I was sure there was a discussion of Robin Hood.
Maybe it'll come up in my notes.
Oh no, it is because remember they talk about Quinn is stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it has to be how he's the sheriff, and the sheriff is the one that wants to see everyone's money. That's just like the sheriff of Nottingham from Robin Hood, right? And then there was, I believe, the sheriff of Nottingham. The king is King John, I believe, in that story. And so when they say, well, we'll wait till we get to the end. So the point is,
thanks, Rob.
There's a Robin Hood. Which one are we looking for? There's a Robin Hood parallel.
The sheriff of San Francisco.
The sheriff of San Francisco is Arturo, but it's this world's Arturo.
has been named the acting regent of the
America.
Western Americas until Prince Harold can be crowned next week.
And I did like that he's on it. He's on this TV show and he's doing it, and then he says, "Yes, I'm a great king in charge of everyone, and all of you know that I'm going to decrease your taxes by 2%, which means instead of 76% you're now of your gross income, you're now only paying 74% to the monarchy." Oh, amazing!
So as you're saying, it's revealed that Maximilian Arthur. It's revealed that Maximilian. It's revealed that the professor. It's revealed that the professor's double is in fact the sheriff of San Francisco. Sheriff Arturo states the poor choose to be poor. He's Trump.
Yep. But what's funny is in this show, you're like, that could never happen, right? And
At
you're
the
like,
time, you were like, this is crazy.
Man.
And now it's worse than that. Maximilian.
not for us though. For us, it's great.
The professor's double.
And when I say us, I mean Canada.
Sheriff Professor attempts to assassinate Prince Harold III.
This
uncrowned
part,
king.
I legit had no idea what was happening. This scene is so poorly set up.
Yes.
Because here's how this scene goes.
So, like, we have to get to this point, so just throw it at the wall.
Because the guy is just standing there with a gun, and then he points a gun at and just shoots kind of at nothing, and then all these birds fly. And he's like, "Oh my word!" And then the sliders pull him down, and Jerry O'Connell covers his mouth and says, "Shut the fuck up." And then Wade looks at him and goes, "Don't you know who that is?" And I was like, "Oh shit." I thought it was going to be somebody they knew because it's constantly tying into who they are. It's going to be someone from their past or someone they knew lived on their street. I even thought for a second, I'm like, fuck, I don't remember what his dad looked like. Maybe it's his fucking dad. And she's like, that's Prince Harold III. I'm like, what? Who the fuck was Prince Harold III? And then they're like, oh, Prince Harold III. I'm like, who the fuck is Prince Harold III? They've never referred to Prince Harold III ever. And then, then they start putting together, that's the guy that he was going to murder and all that.
The Sliders stop the assassination but get captured by revolutionaries calling themselves the Oakland Raiders. Haha. Quinn Mallory leads the Raiders in a revolution against the crown while the other Sliders and the prince are held captive, as you said. The prince escapes and Quinn is captured by the police and set to be executed.
So they're talking to Arturo on TV, and they're like, "Yes, we've captured the criminal Quinn Mallory, and he will be forthwith put through the system." And this one guy speaks up right in the front. He's like, "So you're going to execute him, right?" He goes, "Well, what I will say on that matter is, of course, we're going to execute him." I just love how forthright he is. He's like, "Well, what I will say on that is yes, of course."
It's like Trump was a Sliders fan.
Can you imagine?
And he was like, "I'm going to be just like that." That sounds so cool.
That guy knows democracy.
After seeing Quinn's capture and the squalor on the streets, the prince returns to the Raiders to help them, and they want to storm the prison, but Arturo comes up with a bloodless alternative.
This part is boring. So I was on board. I was like, dude, I'm loving this. And it's like, well, you know what we should do? We'll go back there and we'll rescue Quinn. Well, wait a minute. What are you doing back here? I don't believe. Wait a minute. Just because I'm the prince, I'm like, holy fucking shit, just get to the fucking point. And then the prince is like, oh my goodness, Wade, you're such a good-looking young woman. I would have to say, oh my God, is he asking me out? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Quinn's in fucking jail. Do something.
Get to the subject matter.
Get to the what I care about, man. I don't give a shit about all this babbling about fucking feelings.
As Quinn is set to be executed, the Raiders take over the TV studio, and the prince makes a broadcast where he exposes Arturo's doubles treason and introduces democracy to the nation using a copy of the Bill of Rights that the Sliders wrote for him.
So Phil was saying he was looking at to get a synopsis from a fan website, Sliders website, and
I actually wrote all this,
but there was nothing on that site about this episode.
There was. There was like a paragraph, and I had to take it apart and then.
I have a feeling the reason why they didn't want to talk about this episode is if they were American. To watch this episode as a gung-ho American, if you're just like a regular kind of run-of-the-mill, like Canadian, run-of-the-mill American, run-of-the-mill British person, you understand that there's always liberties that can be taken in jest about your heritage. But in this, I wonder if the person that wrote that fan website was so offended by the ideology that these couple of Americans, one, remember the entire bill, Jesus Christ, Bill of Rights. They
Who actually does?
I'm sure, like we all know, First Amendment or it's Constitution, First Amendment, Second Amendment. We all know those, right? Right to free speech, right to bear arms. But he's talking about the fucking sixth. What's the sixth?
What's the sixth? They couldn't figure it out.
And then Rembrandt comes up. He goes, "Oh, the right to practice any religion, no matter race, creed, or a musical choice." I'm like, Jesus Christ with the music about Rembrandt.
Every single time.
He's more than just this music guy. I'm sure he is. And that's what it is. Is he, though? But I'm willing to bet that the American dude that wrote this fan website is probably like, okay, I don't like the idea of the ideology of them, A, remembering everything about it. What if they get any of it wrong? And then B, delivering it to a British person. And now this British person, that's going to become their Declaration of Independence. I can understand them having a real problem with that. I can't say I 100% agree with them, but while I was watching, I'm like, that'll piss somebody off.
They should have figured it out for themselves. Like, they'd gotten to this point with help from the Sliders. But come up with your own rules.
But
you know, goes on.
It makes sense, but I was just like, that's going to bother somebody. It would be the exact same if
this guy's going to be a prophet on this world.
Right?
He came up with that just out of the blue.
Yeah, out of the blue, right? He's going to be their fucking Abraham Lincoln. Or he's going to be like, dude, they had like how many founding fathers that wrote that Declaration of Independence? This is one guy who came up with it.
He's going to be the Statue of Liberty.
Assassinated. That's right. He will be the Statue of Liberty. He'll be beside it. Looking up her dress. She's French, you know.
He pardons Quinn and the other Raiders, the whole baseball team. Quinn and the Sliders reunite, and Wade Wells rejects an offer by the prince to be the queen, and the Sliders leave. But before Arturo and Rembrandt Brown...
Also, hold on. The lady who runs the Oakland Raiders makes out with Quinn, and I love that it's TV making out because it's like, and then Wade is like,
how dare you?
The guy that is proposing to you to stay there is the fucking king of the world. And you're going to be like, no, I'm going to go with this loser who has lost me in a world of multiple dimensions. Like, we're never going to get home. No, he's the one I'd rather go with. Are you stupid? Stay with the fucking king and live a life of luxury because you are now the king of the planet. Or you in fact can be the queen of the planet.
This is a key thing in television shows where it's like, you need to have that chemistry. The guy and the girl that you want to see get together, but they never do because of certain circumstances. But maybe they will this episode. Or, like,
I don't and maybe if I had more of an attachment to this show, I'd care more. I don't care if these two ever get together. I love the idea of her just being one of the friends. You know what I mean? That they're just the super friends. So the Scooby-Doo gang. That there's no sexual chemistry between any of them, and they just go on their slider rides. But this, when she's like, I don't like seeing them kiss other girls. I'm like, oh my god, this is going to get so fucking obnoxious. She
makes out with the dude.
Oh yeah, she makes out, which is great. But again, it's.
So, what did you think?
I enjoyed. This is my favorite episode so far. I fucking had a ball. Yep. I love any of the episodes that have either Arturo as the main villain, for lack of a better term, like the double being the villain, or Jerry O'Connell being the main. I'm like all about that. I'm like, this is great. Those are my favorite ones. The ones
Arturo is the best actor of the bunch.
Of the bunch, yep. The ones that have like the Summer Love, where it's more of an ensemble, where everybody gets to do a little thing. I don't like those episodes. They haven't really had one for Rembrandt to really be the focal point. So we'll see when that happens. If it ever happens to Wade, which I highly doubt it ever will.
She's a woman.
Yeah, because she's a woman, right?
She doesn't get paid enough.
I don't know if I'll enjoy those, but the ones where Arturo or Quinn are the lead baddies for doubles, loving those episodes so far. This is my favorite episode so far. What about you?
I think one thing that pulled me out of this was when they were doing like the steal from the rich, right?
Yeah.
And then they
Oh
went
yeah, the
into
little
the
montage.
and it wasn't just like a normal looking montage.
Yeah, it was like fucking jilted,
a
eh?
bad music video from the '60s or something, and it's just like
it was like an '80s fucking Madonna video.
Like whoever decided that was just like
that was an artistic choice.
No, it was so off from what Sliders is.
Yep.
It was wrong. And you were like, where's that leading to? Nothing. They just showed one or two examples, and then
not even one or two. They quite literally show a woman get out of a car. Oh my god, people are robbing me. Oh, this is crazy. And it goes on for like a minute with this terrible fucking janky footage with this really what's the word I'm looking for? Purchased stock music. Like it was really bad stock music. And then and then they drop some papers. Oh, rob for the rich, get to the poor. I'm like, you have to have more examples of people getting robbed, not just one fucking person that you decided to record on a sleepy Vancouver afternoon and just have them get out of a car and tear their pearls off.
But quickly take out the camcorder. And...
I had a ball. I liked this episode. How can this? Do you like the Summer of Love more than this one? Because I'm
probably
rating them. Oh, you're a mad person. Summer of Love was the worst so far.
These get better. These episodes in general.
But that's always going to happen. The first season of a show is always they're trying to figure out what works. They're trying to figure out our mythology and stuff. So I'm looking forward to the later seasons. But if we can have more of these kind of goofy ass ones where Arturo or Quinn are the lead baddies.
The funny thing is in the later seasons, the people in charge, Fox or someone, was like, we don't want the smart episodes. We just want flashy. We want fun and flashy and more explosions.
Okay.
And so it becomes, instead of like these history lessons, these geography lessons, these things, backstories, we don't give shits.
We'll see.
Here's the hot woman in the short dress that you'll remember for the rest of your life because it opened up your sexual.
You better believe that's probably going to fucking stick in my craw.
That's Carrie Werher.
Is it really?
Later. So you know who I'm talking about.
I know who Carrie Werher is. Carrie Werher's a good-looking lady.
She is the replacement for Wade later on. And she comes in one of her first parts in the series. And I won't say what
she shows some parts.
What her role is, but she is in this extremely short mini, what is it called? Go-go?
Do I look like a fashionista to you?
Skirt.
I'm wearing a shirt of a band or an album that came out more than 40 years ago.
Go-go skirt. I don't know. But it's like a really short skirt, and it was just like, and it was not sheer, but like, yeah.
That's
when we get to that episode, I'll be like,
now I understand why Phil watches the show. There's Carrie Werher.
That was my
that's a hard last name.
Yeah, it was. That was my like one of those sexual things that you're like you see on TV, and you're like, your wake up call. Almost.
That's what I and I've had this discussion with my wives and my boys, and that there was a sexual awakening show or person in your life,
or multiple,
multiple. Exactly. Of course, it'd be multiple. For me, I know exactly when my first one was. I think I was 10 or 11, and it was my camp counselor at summer camp. I was in love with this woman. She was the best, and I know, this is how fucked it is. This was what 39 years ago. Okay, right, exactly. Back in 1939, when this woman said, she's like, okay, she was like a teenager, late teenager. She's like, okay, in this camp, in this group that we're in, the boys are dudes and the girls are dudettes. So if I ever say dude, it's the boys. If I ever say dudettes, it's the girls. Does everybody know that? Everybody understand?
You were like, that's hot.
I'm head over heels in love with this woman. I could probably marry this woman. I was in love.
That's a weird one.
Then
was she wearing nothing? What?
No, she was like all the women I was. She's a brunette. She was a brunette. I don't remember her having big boobs, but she was. I was in love with her. But then, as time went on, I fell in love with. Oh God.
That's funny.
Not that I fell in love with her, but no, I guess I fell in love with her. Jennifer Tilly. When I first saw her, she showed up. she was in Bound, and she was super hot in Bound. But I fell in love with her as what's her name? Oh God, Chucky's girlfriend. I always
Oh,
forget her name. I thought
now I know. Yeah.
she's so good looking. She's a great actor. She's a great person. Even to this day, I'm like, dude, I fucking love Jennifer Tilly. I wish I could remember the name of that goddamn movie. Sorry, it doesn't matter. But Camp Counselor, Jennifer Tilly, those were my younger man sexual awakenings. Well, thanks for attending our Sliders TED Talk.
As we slowly get better at doing this again.
But yeah, slide into our DMs at slidewithme.online
No,
and tell us where your sexual
that is
awakening
actually
was. I did say it
I
right.
immediately thought you were going to do it wrong.
And
you
tell
didn't.
us who your sexual awakening was. And be sure to let us know if it is Phil.
They can pretty much write down any address at slidewithme.online.
Wow.
So they can be like, this show is trash at slidewithme.online.
That was already taken by me when you sent me over
directly to your email. I want to read all these
what?
debates.
Debates. Anyway, the point is, please DM us in our slidewithme.online chat room that we've set up that Phil monitors 24/7. And we will see you with the next episode, which is called...
Oh, shit.
The next episode, episode 5, which probably isn't episode 5.
I should have written that.
All right, it will be episode 5.
It's written on the bottom.
Written on the bottom right there. Just move the swearing tallies out of the way. And there's the next name of the next episode. That's what we'll watch.
Sorry. Shouldn't have done that.